The red imported fire ant. RIFA history. The red imported fire ant is native to the South American Pantanal area and was imported to the U.S. sometime between 1933 and 1945. The original infestation point in America has been determined as Mobile, Alabama, and the most common theory is that they were introduced in the ship's ballasts. The red imported fire ants are a reddish-brownish color, where the worker ants range from 2.4 millimeters to 6 millimeters in size, and the queen ants being the largest. These ants are only second in size to the native tropical ants. They have a stinger located on the tip of the gaster, and stings can lead to burning, itching, the appearance of pustules, and sometimes bacterial infections.
Infestation. Fire ant infestations cause several economic and ecological problems in both rural and urban areas. The red imported fire ants mound can grow to be 12 inches across and 12 inches high and tend to be built in sunny open areas. Mounds first are formed when the queen finds a suitable nesting site and digs the first tunnels into the ground to care for the larvae and eggs of the first worker ants. After the establishment of thousands of worker ants, the mound grows to accommodate all of them. Fire ants have been known to infest electrical outlets and cause shortages. Eradication. Areas that have been affected by red imported fire ants, especially agricultural states, put quarantines on any farms that are shipping goods that may be contaminated with the ant. Effective treatment of the mounds includes dousing it with chemical insecticide or using granules and baits to draw out and poison the ants. These insecticides impact the ecological environment by causing soil contamination and leaching into groundwater supplies, as well as enhancing the pesticide treadmill and promoting the use of toxic chemicals in large amounts. Some natural remedies include digging up the entire mound or pouring 3 gallons of boiling water onto the mound.
The red imported fire ant spreads by way of its mating flight, which are normally about a mile in length, but trips of up to 12 miles have been reported. We see this natural spread when looking at the distribution of infestations in the United States. The ants have continuously spread outwards along the southeast, following their original introduction in Mobile, Alabama. Ants also tend to be distracted by shiny objects, which will sometimes affect their distribution when they attach themselves to cars or other automobiles. They can also be spread during floods, when they come together to form a sort of raft with the oldest, most disposable worker ants on the bottom, using air bubbles to maintain buoyancy.
Many agricultural problems have been introduced as a result of the spread of the red imported fire ant, as they feed on germinated seeds of corn and soybean and attack buds of plants like berries and citrus. This especially poses a threat in agriculturally dependent states such as California and Oklahoma, where the spread of fire ants has begun to affect the number of crops being produced. Red fire ants have also been found to die out, and extensive tunnels built under roads and sidewalks will cause the soil to collapse, forming a sinkhole. These ants also affect farm laborers, as their stings can sometimes cause serious health risks, and this threat may put an end to all hand-picking of vegetation in areas quarantined for red imported fire ants infestations.